Hey guys, welcome back to today's podcast. We have a special guest here today with us. Her name is Grace. She runs a successful blog with almost 1 million views. You can find her blog at liveandlearn88.com. We'll try to leave the links below, so say hi, Grace.
Hi everyone, I'm Grace. Check out my blog. Check out my blog at liveandlearn80.com. Yeah.
We'll make sure to leave the links below. You know, like I feel like we've been doing a pretty good job. The last one we linked a lot of stuff, so we should keep that going.
100% success rate.
Yeah.
G-Chan.
New good New Year's resolution. So, we're going to show Grace a audio clip from Kiss 92.5. It's about this guy that we won't mention his name. You can follow the link, so you know. If you're curious enough, you can go find out.
Billy, you know they mentioned his name in the clip, right?
Well, we don't need to mention his name because some of us might know him. So we're gonna show Grace this.
I don't know him, so no one blame me.
We'll get her opinion and we'll hear what's.
Okay, I don't know him either.
All right.
So sad.
All right. We just listened to the clip. What do you guys think?
But Billy, because we probably can't play the clip on the podcast, you want to explain exactly what happened?
All right. So this gentleman that we will not name went on Kiss 92.5. He played a song for a girl that
poured his heart out.
Yeah, poured his heart out for a girl that broke up with him 2 months prior. So probably now it's probably way over like a year, maybe or so. And then he tried to set up a date with her, go to the CN Tower, the 360 restaurant, set a time.
Maybe too much information, Billy. I think
Wait.
they're going to be able to track us down.
Did she actually hear it that day?
Yes.
And how did she know about it?
He said he told his friends to send her a link of the clip.
Okay.
Because this link is live on the radio station's webpage, so if anyone wants to listen to it, search it up somehow, right? So, go on, Billy.
Yeah, so basically that's it. Like, he set up a date, and then whether or not she showed up, that was up to her. And
Did she show up?
Oh.
You have to wait for that.
What do you think? Okay, what do you
We
think?
show up after listening to that song?
Yeah, because we know you have a blog talking about relationship.
Mm-hmm.
We just want to ask for your opinion on what do you think? Like, is this the right thing? Is this the right thing to do? Like, what he did, go on a radio station, write a song.
Yeah,
where,
what if a guy did that?
Yeah,
for
with
you?
really poor audio. You know, opinions.
Well, I don't know if he was trying to sing or rap.
Oh, shit.
Like, literally, I thought he was trying to rap. Because he had a really good music background.
Yeah, the music was good.
The music was really good.
Do you know what it reminded me of? It reminded me of, like, back in the day, you know, like Chucky Atkins? Like, the beat, and then, like, started, like, kind of speak rapping?
I personally do not think it's a good idea.
Yeah, I think that was
no one thought it was a good idea.
'Cause-
He apparently did.
His friends shouldn't have let him do that, I think.
Like jackass friends.
Yeah, his friends should not have let him do that. That was a bad friend decision.
It's kind of embarrassing him, and I feel like for her, she probably feel like
She was put on blast, right?
why are you
she
making this so
wasn't.
public? Like you know,
He
it's
didn't
already
reveal her name.
no, but still, like people all know, right? People who know him, or like you know,
Yeah.
like if she actually showed up, people would make a big deal. If she doesn't show up, she still seems like
Extra information. I heard he actually disabled his Facebook page, just so no one can track who this girl is. Like, just because, you know, he only gave his first name, so most likely his friends know, but let's say other people online search, like, his name up on Facebook and try
no, but the
link it
thing
back to
is,
girls.
your friends know.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if they know my friend, you know, like they know who he dated or whatever.
Yes,
so
yes,
then
of course.
it's not really like a secret, even if he wants to hide it.
Yeah, do you
You know
think
what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like let's say like I know Wayne is like even I know like let's say someone is with someone,
Yeah.
okay? Like if anything happens and we know that someone went on the radio show, even
Yeah.
if he disabled Facebook, it's like everyone knew
yeah, of
who he was talking about. So then if anyone asks, it's still gonna spread, even if he, you know.
Yeah.
So I feel like he puts her in a position where if she shows up, she's screwed because it's like, are you
Yeah, 'cause
gonna
it's embarrassing regardless.
are you gonna give me like the opportunity to get back? Then why are you here if you're not gonna
Yeah.
date me again? But if she doesn't show up, it makes her seem very insensitive. Like this guy just
Yeah.
did all that for you, and you don't even care, and you don't even give him a chance, and he like he's clearly brokenhearted and trying so hard. So I feel like whatever she does, she's kind of like screwed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I feel like he's kind of putting her on a spot, and then it's not a good idea. I feel like if he tried to do it more like personal instead, like let's say like get her to go into like go somewhere and then do this privately, just to her. No one else is watching.
Yeah.
Then there's no pressure, right?
Something must
Creepy
have
about it.
happened where he had to go to the extreme. Right? He must have tried it already. And
No, but
talked
I
to her
also want
about
to
it.
bring this up. He did this 2 months later. Don't you think he should have done something more immediate? You know, just to like improve his chances.
No, I think guys need a while to think back to see whether like they think it's actually.
They
I
need a
feel like
process.
it hits them like
He needed
longer.
some time to produce the music.
No, but I think like he probably had to really think about like, do I really like, you know, like. Because I feel like sometimes it doesn't really hit immediately.
Yeah.
It takes him some time to
Yeah,
like, oh my
guys,
god,
'cause-
I actually really lost her. Oh shit! If I don't do anything now, then I'll probably never ever be able to get back with her. And then I think he realized.
Yeah, because guys try to, after breakups, they go to a partying phase and then they get sad, right?
Yeah.
Girls get sad and then
Right
they
away.
do the partying
Yeah,
afterwards.
yeah.
So it's kind of like the guy-girl mentality.
Yeah.
So he probably spent that 2 months thinking like, oh, this is not really, like, avoiding the scenario, and then eventually it hit
But
him.
I feel like if he actually managed to do it to her and like let's say it was like a basement of her friends, and then he actually prepared it, and then like she came in here, but no one else was watching, and he played the clip. I feel like his chances might be higher just
Yeah.
because she doesn't have the pressure to like. No one knows, right? Aside from the person who owns the basement or whatever. So it's a little bit like if he could manage to get her to come down,
Yes,
it's
that's what I
like
was about to ask.
it's a little bit more. I feel like his chances will improve a bit.
Maybe
Because
not.
then at
Maybe
least-
not in a
Yeah.
basement though, because that's kind of like.
I know.
know.
The reason why it's a basement is because we're in a basement right
Yeah,
now.
I
Okay,
know.
so like I'm
No,
like,
but you know, since like after listening to this, like 2 months later, he's still kind of so emo. I have a feeling he would kind of be like that through the entire 2 months and be calling her like, "Hey, you want to meet up somewhere? I want to tell you something, right?" That'll probably creep the girl out.
Yeah, but from his perspective though, I hope that this at least gave him his closure. You know, like when they talk about closure, you have to do something to kind of like give it whatever. Because even on the radio, they mentioned like I hope like he can at least move on from now. So I feel
Or
like if
open
he-
up a can of worms. And
No,
more
I-
feelings came out.
I feel like he must have like decided this is it. Like I did the most I could do, and you just got to go from there, right? You just got to move on now, right?
So, what do you think, Rich? Do you think the girl showed up?
Oh yeah, you don't know.
well, if she wanted to break up with him that badly, I don't think she would show up. Unless she felt like she really wanted to get back with him, I don't think she would show up. Because I feel like if she shows up, she's pretty much saying that I'll get back with you,
Yeah.
and I don't think she wants to get back with him.
Oh, you are right. You are right, Grace.
Hey, you're supposed to play the clip.
We don't need to play the second clip for Grace. It's okay. I think
No, it's pretty funny,
She
though.
gets the idea. Like, oh yeah, because
No, but also the thing. Okay, you know what's okay. The thing that didn't help him was that it's on her birthday, and I'm pretty sure she probably made other plans for her birthday. It was for her birthday, right?
I don't know if it was on her birthday or not, but it was like the day of though. It's like you have to come to dinner tonight, basically, 7
I
p.m.
think it was for her birthday.
at the CN Tower.
regardless, it wasn't a good idea, right?
Oh,
But
I don't
horrible
think it's
idea.
good.
hopefully he moved on. Hopefully she moved on.
I think he should have hired someone else to sing the song.
No, that's no. I think
No.
like regardless, like it's better that he sung the song, wrote the song, whatever. If he's gonna do that, you might as well go all out. Like you don't
Sure.
half-ass it, right? Like he got the tunes, he did the lyrics, he did the singing.
I thought he was trying to rap.
He did a
Okay,
bomb
can you
job on
really
the beats
say?
though.
Can you really say he did the lyrics? There's only like 2 words in that song.
That's not that fair. Whatever, it's hard. Okay,
He
it's hard.
spent all his time producing the music. The lyrics
The
are
music
hard.
was good.
Yeah,
though.
the tunes.
music
Oh
was
yeah,
great.
the tunes were great. The piano intro, it built like the kind of the sad,
I
like
thought he was
somber.
trying to rap. Like, I thought he's like.
That's why I was like, it's kind of like Chucky Atkins back in the days, you know.
It's Chucky Atkins.
Oh man, you don't know.
Isn't it the Asian rapper?
Yeah,
kinda?
the Asian rapper with the like the beats and stuff.
I only know of MC Jin.
And yeah, it's around that
He's
time.
a
where-
YouTube rapper.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
around that
okay,
time.
okay.
Okay, so anyways, so since like we want to talk about relationships and stuff, you had a post recently.
We're not gonna play the second clip.
No, I think we should forget about the second clip because we know the gist, right?
That's so
She doesn't
funny.
show up. Shit happens. They interview him again.
Did he cry?
Yeah,
No,
well,
no.
yeah, well, you can tell. Like you in his voice, you can tell like he was about to cry.
He was destroyed. Let's say that. It was that
I
bad.
feel like he shouldn't have. I guess he thought it would touch her enough that
Yeah.
she would show up. But I feel like it's like,
But
if a girl...
then let's put yourself in his scenario. Have you guys ever been in a really bad breakup where you kind of like want to do something this crazy?
Yeah, but I wouldn't write a song because that's just stupid.
What did you want to do then? What did you want? Did you want to get back with the person?
Yo, I stopped eating for like 2 weeks.
Holy shit!
I lost a lot of weight though, so I had that going for me.
Oh my god.
Did you have any like bad breakups, Grace? Like that you want to kind of like do something this extreme?
I have a feeling Grace is the one that's dumping people.
Yeah. Or
What?
Okay, then the other way around. Has a guy ever like try to do some crazy stuff like this for you then?
Okay, for me, I know I've been very emotionally like distraught, but I don't usually go and like. Okay, I'm actually a very private person, so people wouldn't know because I don't like to publicize anything unless it's my blog. So I don't really show it, so people can't tell. But like, if I'm really, really, I guess when you really like someone, you tend to be a little bit more emotionally unstable. If it doesn't,
especially if you're younger too. When we're younger, man, you go crazy.
Especially if it's not like going the way, like if it was going really well and all of a sudden you felt like something changed and then you're like, why don't he react the same than he like before? Like how come before he was so willing and now it seems like I'm like everything I do is like making him more upset or like it's like, what did I do wrong? I always want to like fix the problem.
I feel like that's because people get over the honeymoon phase, right?
Yeah.
And then when I try to fix the problem and when I know that I'm getting like when he's trying to avoid me, that makes me really upset. Like if I try to I'm the type of person I want to talk about the problem, so I would call you.
Yes,
I would want
that's the correct way. I hate it when girls don't want to talk about the problem.
Hold on, guys. I have a very strong opinion about this.
Wait. But like when I try to confront, the guy usually gets even more like upset, and he just avoids even more. And then to the point where I'm like, you know what, fuck you. Like I don't care anymore.
That sounds like such a little bitch.
Like I was like when I feel like like there's a period where I won't go any further because I already like did so much to try that I feel like it's not worth it. Like. But then it's very heartbreaking if you like the person a lot, especially if you really, really, really want it to work out.
Grace knows her shit. High five, Grace.
Okay.
I think it's because you two are kind of the same people. You have to understand.
Nice people.
Hold on.
We're very nice people.
Because you have to understand, like, people react differently to different kind of like bad stimulus, right? So if someone like receives something bad, they either like to talk about it right away, because there are people who like to talk about it right away, or they want to be left alone. Because I've dated people who want to be left alone for a while, and then
everyone wants to be left alone. But you know what? People need to face these problems.
Yeah, but it's about timing, right? Everyone is different. Like some people like need a day before they can like kind of figure out what they want to say, right? You don't want to say it right away, and that's why the person would get upset. Because if you want to have a confrontation right away, they don't know what to say, and they're feeling the emotion, so that's why they don't want to talk about it, and that's why they get more upset, and then. I feel like pushing.
I just hate,
and you don't want to say something that you don't really mean and regret it on later.
Exactly.
Right?
So
some things you can't take.
So it's understandable, right? So the relationship is kind of like figuring out like that middle ground of I want to talk right away. They don't want to talk right away. If you get lucky, you get two people who want to talk right away, which might not be a good thing because you might like talk shit to each other right away, or you get two people who don't want to talk to each other. Then they just never resolve any problems, right?
Yeah, but I don't think I have had anyone. Well, okay, there was a guy that liked me so much, I thought it was a little bit... I feel really bad for him because it was so unrealistic. And
Yeah. Like they put you on a pedestal kind of a thing. Right?
I shouldn't really...
they must have an ultra.
Hey, we're not dropping names. You can tell the story.
You can tell this name.
The thing is...
If you hold on. If you accidentally say the name, we'll bleep it out.
No, I won't
Yeah, we'll bleep it out.
You say the name.
The thing is, I'm like 7 years or 7 or 8 years older than him.
Oh, so he's
really young. Like
damn.
And he's not even from Canada. He's from like America.
How old were you though at the time?
Because Grace, you're not that old.
Yeah, you're not that old. So how old were you?
Yeah, was this a kindergartner?
No. This is like
last week.
Last year.
Oh,
it's actually pretty recent. But anyway, the guy actually liked me so much that he never really... Okay, he didn't say he liked me so much, but he kept sending me all these things. Like every day he'll message me like crazy.
Oh, does he do like...
Every day he'll send me all these songs that like...
Oh my...
Like,
so you're saying he...
He's
He's like,
No, but like the thing is, the songs that he sends me are very like they're really really sad and
Wait.
sappy. Yeah?
Is he sending you songs that's like?
He said it
like,
reminds me of us, or it reminds
so
me
it's
of.
not songs that he recorded.
No, no, he didn't record it.
So
But
he's like sending you mixtapes.
no, like he sent the song. Let me think. What was it like?
Boys to Men.
No, he's somebody younger.
Seal.
Biebers.
Casey and
Oh,
JoJo.
there was a song called "Meet Me Halfway."
Meet me halfway.
It's like "Meet Me
Sounds very
Halfway." Don't put my heart on the line.
I'm not sure. I don't know what that
I'll
is.
find that song and plug it in right here.
And I don't know. It's really, really sad.
Yeah.
It was really, really like the video was really sad. The song was sad, and then he was like,
Wait.
All sad.
and
bitches.
I'm like, it's a nice song, and then he's like, meet me halfway. Pretty much, he's willing to go over and beyond.
Oh yeah, because he's
Just
from a
for
different
me.
place, right? Yeah.
Yeah, like
So-
he's willing to like pretty much fly to see me. He's willing to like
Oh.
pretty much anything like he can do to like spend time with me. He
How
will.
did this?
But the
How
thing
did
is,
this happen to you?
He's
Like,
really
what-
young.
How did
No.
like?
Wait, how do you meet this? Wait, he's not. He
Okay,
doesn't live within your vicinity. He doesn't live around you.
No, because you know how you translate, right?
Yeah.
So like, when I start translating, I go on
Oh,
this
so it's a
app
fan.
called I go on this app called Discord, which is like a gamer app, but I also meet
Oh,
a
yeah.
lot of translators
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah, I go on
editors from all over the world.
Yeah.
So I know like I have friends from all over the world right now. So like guys, girls, whatever. But like because it's like an online app and we could go on voice chat, we could talk to like each other and like hear all these different accents or whatever. So like if you go on often, like, you know, you end up meeting people and like there are like editors or like translators.
Also, it's like ICQ.
So, I don't know, I never use ICQ.
I guess I'm too old.
But anyways, so like, but like the good thing is, eventually he got a girlfriend, so I think he moved on. But he still talks to me even today. Once in a while, he'll still message me. But
So did he actually say that he had these feelings, or it's just like you can vibe it out kind of a thing? Because of all these things he was sending you.
he never specifically said, but like he would say stuff like,
Like I wish I was in Canada or
no,
something like that.
I want to go to this place with you. I want to do this with you.
Yeah,
Or he would
okay.
say stuff like like he wanted me to go to Boston and stay with him, like his family and everything. Like it's like very.
He's
Yeah.
really nice. As long as he's not saying stuff like we look great as street
No. The
cake
thing,
toppers.
the thing is, like the fact that I was so old, and also the fact I have, you know, like autoimmune condition, right? And he knows I have a condition, but I don't think he cares. But then I feel like he's living in like dreamland or
Yeah,
whatever.
they
because like,
fantasize a lot in their mind, right?
Yeah.
And
like
that's how
because
you
I feel
kinda
like
get to
we're
that.
so much. I'm so much older, and also it wouldn't make sense by the time he's done school. I'm like 30 something, okay?
Yeah.
Like he's like 20 or 21. I don't even know, but like for me, age
You'd be
is
a
not really.
cougar.
Age is not
Maybe
like
the
if I really
catfish.
like someone, age wouldn't really matter that much.
Except
but-
for the law matters. I'm just saying.
No, but I mean like if. You know, it's so unrealistic.
Yeah.
Like if I'm gonna have even if I have a long distance relationship, it still has to eventually. It's either I go to the States or he comes to
Yeah,
Canada.
they'll need to materialize.
Oh,
And,
that-
you know,
that's
it
interesting, though.
doesn't
So-
even like.
Have
Anyway,
you ever like told him like, hey, maybe this is getting out of hand. We should like, or like
I
actually
pretty much-
confronted him about
I
it. and
Ask
said,
him to
slowly-
talk to his mom first.
No, I slowly kind of like stopped talking to him, and
Yeah.
then like eventually he.
oh, you did the phasing out thing. That's a
Yeah, well, I-
pro girl strap
No,
right there.
but I was really nice about it, right? It wasn't
that's
like
what all girls say. They're
no,
really
listen,
nice about it.
like it was like slowly. So he could like back then he was like messaging me like multiple times a day, and then slowly became like once a day, and then like once every 2 days, once every 3 days. Slowly phased to like once a week, and then once every 2 weeks, and then like now he's all right for maybe like once every couple of weeks.
Yeah, I find that it's very interesting when I see other people go through this, because I'm like, if a girl was just really harsh to him, like if you just told him, hey,
No,
stop
it's-
being, I know, no, I'm saying like if you just told him, hey, stop doing this, it's getting a little bit creepy, and then that like kind of slapped him in the face, and then maybe in the future he won't do this again to another girl, because I feel like this didn't solve anything for him. He might just do this and repeat it again, right?
But the thing is, he would always say things to like, which is like the opposite. Like, oh, Grace, invite me to your wedding when you get married and stuff like that.
Whoa.
Or like, or stuff like
Yeah.
when he got a girlfriend. He's like,
That's very
isn't?
confusing,
And then when he
actually.
got a girlfriend, because
It's
he's
called
in
the
a
reverse psychology way.
he's in a relationship now, right?
Yeah.
And when he got a girlfriend, he's like, isn't this what you wanted? Blah blah blah.
Wow.
Wow,
it's
that's
very
so passive
like,
aggressive.
like
That's
he
so
would.
petty.
He's always like, it's like.
Why do you talk to this person? Just stop talking to this person.
I don't talk to him
Period.
really.
I know,
like,
I know,
he,
but
he makes the effort to.
But I have a question. Have you guys like done?
I've seen him
like
in
face-
real life because he came.
So it's not, so
he
for sure it's not a
flew-
catfish.
No, he flew from Boston.
Is
He
he
came
handsome?
here and he had
Is he handsome?
He's okay.
Oh,
he's,
no,
he's more
he's
like
just okay, no.
The thing is, he's I think he's a bit socially awkward. At least like online, he's worse. In real life,
sure.
he's a
Most
bit.
gamers are.
For sure.
Like in real life, he's a bit better, but online,
That's so
it's like,
weird. Not only is people's very socially awkward in person, but online they can say whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
right?
so he's worse online because he
That's-
doesn't have
he's got
any
no game.
filter, and then he, like it's kind of like Donald Trump, where you have people who really love him and some people who really despise him.
Yes.
So like some
Oh,
people really
yeah.
really like him because he's very like or some people just can't stand him. So it's kind of like
Yeah, it's very polarized
Yeah.
opinions.
But anyway, we're so off topic. Don't talk about me.
we do it all
okay?
the
That was a
time.
good story.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, so you have a blog, right?
Yeah.
You posted recently that top 3 or 3 helpful tips, right?
Yeah.
So, like, how did you kind of think about these 3 tips? Like, what was like, how did you like, oh, I know these are gonna be for sure helpful. Like, how was your process behind it?
Okay, so like my first tip was females in general like giving their own opinions. So if you want to approach a girl and you don't know what to say, ask her for her opinion. So let's say you have like let's say something green and something blue, and you're like, oh, excuse me, I just want to know what you think. Do you think green or blue would like look better on me? I want to know, like I want a female's perspective. And a girl, most likely, unless she finds you creepy, she would tell you which one, and because you asked her why, she would tell you why. And then the reason why I mentioned this is because it's actually one of the easiest ways to get her to talk to you without seeming
So
too
you're saying
desperate.
just be friends with them, like
Yeah,
just
so
get
it's
to know
more-
them.
not really
It's
be
more of-
friends. It's more like
Is it more of a build up to make her feel more comfortable around you, just so you guys
Yeah,
have
like-
a common ground?
well, it's more like if she's willing to tell you what she thinks. If you ask her any further question, she's less likely to be on guard.
Yeah,
she's
but
more.
how do you stop yourself from being friend zoned in this case?
Yeah,
because
'cause
that
that
sounds
looks
like
like-
friend zoning.
No,
stuff.
So this is the
it's-
question
it's
you
just-
asked.
it's
Yeah,
just
it's
a-
like
My place or your
the girl's
place?
gonna come back and be like, "You're such a good girlfriend."
No,
And you're
this
like,
is like I'm talking about like random stranger. They don't know you at all. How can you be friend
you're saying
zone?
like pick up,
like
kind of
pretty
thing.
much like someone
Oh.
like I'm at a mall and someone came
Alright,
up to me
okay,
like
I
that.
see.
So it's not like you can't be friend zone because you're
Yeah,
not
you
even a
don't- yeah, you
friend.
don't
You
know
don't even
them.
know
Yeah.
him. Like you
Okay,
don't
I
even know
see.
his name, whatever.
Oh, okay.
Right?
So you're saying like, so go to a mall, you see this girl that you kind of like.
Find attractive or
Yeah.
like your target, whatever.
Yeah, so let's
but
say-
you want to start a conversation, but you don't know how.
Oh, okay, I see your strategy.
So-
Alright,
so
so
you
this is
understand?
perfect.
well, it's role play. I'm the girl, you're the guy.
All right, okay, so we're at chapters, all right? So,
Yeah.
So I know that if you're at chapters, you like books. So I'm gonna go pick up a random book that you're close to. I'm gonna say, hey, have you ever read this book? And then
I'm just gonna be like, no, and don't turn around and walk away.
That's a terrible question because the question you're asking him, there's a yes or no answer.
Yeah.
But if I'm asking like, would you pick this or this
Okay,
and
so-
why, then
okay,
the
so-
person
okay,
can't
let's
just
try
give
to-
you one
All right,
answer.
okay, let's try this.
and
Let's try
okay.
that again.
Let's reset. Okay, wait. So I pick up a book, right? I'm like, what do you think of the mysteries of this, like, I don't know, cover or something, like more like in depth and that they can't like walk away from. Are you saying like that? Like go more
But it's
detailed?
you're too vague, right? She wouldn't know what you mean, so she'd probably give you like a
All
weird
right.
look.
Do you like the color of
No!
this book?
Okay, that's terrible.
It's more,
that's
now
so-
it's become a rehab.
No.
Like for me, it's like,
Oh my
dude, do you know
goodness.
what colors are?
Oh my goodness.
No, I'm just kidding. I know what you mean.
No,
though.
like-
I know you have to
Like
kind
okay,
of
let's say
engage
if
them,
you're
right?
let's say if you're like in a like a graphic novel session or like I don't know business session or whatever, and you ask her like, oh have you like read like which book would you recommend, something like that, where she actually have to point to you and just be like why or whatever, so she actually have to explain. And then it's like once she opens up, and then it's much easier to continue the conversation if she's willing to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas if you just say hi, she's gonna be like, "This guy's
Yeah,
weird."
like, you
know,
already
it's like she's
established, like,
already
common
like,
grounds,
yeah,
right?
she's already finds you creepy, right? So she doesn't want to talk to you. So like the reason why I mentioned this is because woman likes to give their opinion, and if you ask for her opinion, most likely, unless she thinks you're creepy, she will tell you. So you have
defining
a higher
I know,
chance.
but defining what like they think you're creepy, I think is very very biased. based
yeah,
based on-
because
based on how good looking you are.
Yeah.
Honestly.
and also depends on how traditional the girl is also too.
Yeah, like it is a
Like-
huge factor, but I understand what you're saying. Like you establish some common ground to say, like I don't know, because you already like you kind of like figure out where you are, figure out what they're doing, and then you kind of
Yeah.
like find
Like,
something.
And
Or-
I guess it does apply. It works in our today's world because there's so many different like apps people use online to connect with complete strangers like so
Yeah.
easy. Like when I was younger, it's very taboo to even meet anyone on the internet,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
online
It's like,
dating was kind of like
stay
you're
away
a
from
weirdo.
strangers.
Yeah.
And when you hear about someone marrying
Meeting
someone
up
they met online,
It's like you think they're
that's
crazy.
insane.
Yeah.
Right? But now it happens like day after day, right? So I guess it does work in our day society. Back then, it will be like they'll probably have to call the cops on you if they start talking to you.
Yeah.
That's very interesting too. Like I think this advice like is useful for people who don't want to online date, right?
Yeah.
Because most people now just want to use Tinder and just swipe right or swipe
It's
left.
know.
honestly
So easy.
you have a higher chance of getting someone in person than online.
Yeah.
Because my friend, she got like over 900 messages. Unless you're like the top 5%, you pretty much have no chance. Like
Damn,
she's
your friend must be freaking.
No, it's
Must
guys
have a
are
really
just
good
like
picture.
no guys just like to send like same shit. Hey. Like he probably got like hundreds of heys.
So you're
And then
saying to
a
add
lot
a
of-
hi in there.
No, a lot of like it's very generic. I guess
Yeah.
it doesn't take work, right? They
Yeah.
just like copy
Yeah.
and paste everything and just like spam everyone.
Yeah, because you do see those like posts on like online where you see like their strategy, and then they kind of like like they make it public what they say. Like they're like, oh my god, this hospital's on fire or something, and then it makes the girl respond like, oh really, what, why, and blah,
Like
weird
like you
stuff
have
that.
to have
Yeah.
you have to stand out, right?
Yeah,
And
you
then
have to
I
have
feel
a-
like you
like a
have
big
a
opening.
much better chance in person because generally, how many girls get approached every day? Like even if I do get approached, I'm probably not gonna get approached by more than like 2 guys a day.
Yeah.
So you know, like it's you have less competition, and she has she actually saw you in real life, so
Yeah.
she's like she kind of have like like
Okay,
it's much easier.
so now that you like, okay, so we established the conversation. What does the guy do next then? Like, what does he like kind of?
It depends on her body language,
Ask
honestly.
for more questions.
Like no, you can introduce yourself. By the way, my name is blah blah blah. Like let's say your name is Billy, right?
Yeah.
Reach out your hand to shake her hand. If she doesn't want to shake your hand,
What if
she
she's gross?
thinks you're creep. No, but
What
why
if
are you
she has
talking
no
to her
hands?
though, right?
Yeah.
Why are you
Like,
talking to her if you don't find her attractive?
What if your
But
hands are sticky?
no, but the thing is, based on how if she's willing to tell you her name and shake your hand in like a happy manner, she's open to talking to you more. So if you continue the conversation, she's probably gonna talk to you. If she doesn't want to shake your hand or tell you her name, she thinks you're a creep.
Yeah.
If she shakes your hand and tells you her name, but like kind of awkwardly, like, oh, I'm
You know
Grace,
what?
by the way. Like
Yeah.
you can kind of tell already, right? And you kind of need to, like by like you could just say, oh, if you could tell she's uncomfortable and she doesn't want to talk to you, just be like, thank you for your like giving me your opinion. I really appreciate it. Have a good day, and just walk away, like smooth, right?
Yeah,
Because
but
you don't really.
This seems like it's very hard for
It is.
shy guys to do it.
Because
though,
this, yeah, from after reading all this, these are tips for guys that doesn't go out, doesn't approach girls on a regular basis. Like most of the time, most likely they're introverts, right? So according to stuff like 9gag, if you're able to do this, clearly you have superpowers.
Well, I don't know. I'm trying to like improve their chances. Right?
Oh, yes.
If they're gonna approach a girl, what's the, like to
Because
me like
there's a
like,
lot of guys
if-
that don't know what to do. A lot.
Because
But-
walking up to a stranger and
It's already
starting a
hard,
yeah, it's hard,
yeah.
right? It's a very difficult thing
And
to
they're
do.
very afraid of rejection,
Yeah,
you know?
I know.
No, that's why Tinder is so successful, because all you're doing is swiping right. You're not really sure if you're actually getting rejected. You're just swiping right until someone else swipes right.
But I
Is it
feel
right?
like if you want results, you need to actually take action.
Yeah.
And like if you want like quality results.
Yeah.
Not that saying that meeting a stranger would be quality, but like it's at least you see the person, right? You know, okay, it's like online people can like manipulate. They could change the picture, like Photoshop, like the lighting, depending on the
yeah,
angle.
I
Like
got
she looks
catfished
different.
a few times.
She looks different from what
Oh,
she
damn.
appears to be online, right? But in
Yeah.
person, you see her in front of you. You know exactly what you are gonna. You know what to expect in
Yes.
terms of physically, at least, right? You see her body, you see her face. She can't really trick you in terms
Yeah.
of the physical aspect. So right away, you're already like, you're not. It's not like you're guessing. Oh, I wonder if she's gonna be what she's like online. Because
And-
when you're having like an interaction with her, you can kind of really tell. You know.
Yeah.
So-
Next, you pray that she doesn't have a dungeon at home, like
Oh
ready to
my
cuff
God.
you against her walls.
Yeah.
Anyway, let me go to my second point. So my second tip was give her your number instead of asking for hers.
Yeah, I totally agree with this too. I feel like it's just kind of like, I don't know, too much. Like, at least nowadays, like the number is like very, very personal, right?
Yeah.
Like it's just so much easier to just give yours, and then because you're the one initiating something, right? So
Yeah.
you should just give it and whatever, right? Just let it happen.
Because the girl, I mean, I feel like women, like, sometimes they like to have a choice whether I want to talk to you or not,
Yeah.
right? If I give you my number, I feel like I'm giving something away.
Wait,
I feel like you're taking something away from me.
So are you saying a guy should like pre-write his like phone number on like 500 sheets.
Hell yeah.
No,
And just
not
handing
pre.
it
No,
out.
write it
Should
out.
make
No,
pamphlets.
Yes, like, write it out so
not
it looks
that.
like-
No, write it out in front of her.
Okay.
And then give it to her, so it seems like you're not just like preparing.
Yes.
Like it just seems weird. If you have like cards of your number already, right? It's weird.
There's
But-
those cards.
no,
You better
but-
make up a fake business.
But like
of
no,
you
like
CEO
if you
on
if
that
you
shit.
if you write out your number and give it to her
Yeah.
and be like, call me or text
Yeah.
me, right? She actually might. I feel like girls might actually do that more than if you ask her, "Can I have your number?" Because when we hear the word "can I," it already makes them seem really weak.
Yeah.
I know guys might not agree with this, but when you're asking for permission, it's very unattractive.
Mm-hmm.
At least from a girl. If you ask like, "Can I spend time with you?" It's like, I want to spend time with you.
I
Like
wanna
which
be
one
assertive.
sound? You know what I mean? Like you want to sound like confident. You
Yeah.
want to sound like you're capable, right? When you
Yes.
ask "Can I?" it doesn't seem like you're capable. It seems like you're just asking for permission. And then when you ask for permission, we like to say no. It's like if I know my parents don't want me to go out, and like, "Can I go out?" They're gonna be like, "No."
So-
but if I say I'm going out, they can't really say. You know what I mean? It's a lot.
I don't know, because what I'm getting at, it sounds like girls want to be told what to do. That's what I'm
Not
getting at
re-
right
like
now.
it's not really
That's
told what to-
terrible.
Not really.
That's a
terrible.
terrible
That is
analysis
terrible.
of
No,
what
no,
that was
not,
about.
not told what to do, but we like it if a guy is like
Just
like
assertive.
yeah,
Yes.
more assertive and like more like dominant, where they're not
Yeah.
afraid to like be
Well, I
the
think
one
it
to
feels
like,
Like, to
like-
work
I
for
have-
Johnson.
No, it feels like it would have to reach to that point. I think they want to be on equal grounds. They both want to have to do the same thing. I don't know how they achieve that, but eventually they want the male to be able to take charge and be able to, like, say, we can go here for dinner, because I'm sure a lot of the guys have this problem where if they ask their girlfriend or wife or whatever where they want to eat, they're never going to go out for dinner because no one knows. Billy, is that correct?
I have no comment on that.
You just don't want to get in trouble.
No, I have no comment on that. So
yeah, it depends on the girl.
what you're describing is very interesting. It, like so just in the general of like how you say certain things, it goes back to like the nice guy thing, right?
Yeah.
How like people
Finish
complain
off.
like, oh, I'm such a nice guy that why don't girls like me, right? It's not that they're not a nice person, especially
That's
like,
so true.
right? It's just that
Don't be a nice
they don't
guy.
have the mentality to date the person, so why would like they're just being a friend? So then when they
Yeah.
flip the switch and say, "Oh, but I like you," like what
I-
makes them like likable then?
Yeah.
I feel like, to me personally, if a guy's interested, he should make it obvious from the start. Because if you're gonna try to
But
be her friend,
that's very subjective per girl though. Like
no, but if you
know.
try to be her friend first, she's gonna think you want to be my friend. You don't want to date me. You
Yeah, but-
you act like a friend.
I did
Why
that all
should
the time.
I?
It didn't
But-
work.
Why should I consider you
But I've
as like
seen-
a potential dating partner when you treat me like a friend and you act like a friend?
Yeah, but that's it depends on the person, right? Like I've seen some friends where they go out like to dinners, movies, like random things with girls, and then afterwards the girl's like, "Oh, but I thought we were just friends." Right? Like
Because
that,
you
that
have to
happens,
make
right?
it clear that you want to take them out on a date, not like let's
Yeah.
hang out. Because that's totally like if you say let's hang out, I wouldn't know whether you actually like me or not. I'll just think you want to hang out with me.
Mm-hmm.
But if you
How do you-
ask,
How do you know you actually like somebody other than their looks if you don't even get to know them as a person yet?
well,
That's
if
the
they
other side of the
another thing
argument,
is,
right?
if you tell a girl that you find her attractive and you want to take her out on a date, she knows that your intention is to date her and not to be her friend. Then she will automatically put you, do I want to date this person, yes or no?
You know, I agree
like
with
she would
Grace.
think about
I
it.
do agree with Grace.
But if you don't tell her that and you just say I want to hang out with you, she probably be like, he probably wants to be friends.
I think the thing is then
So
too,
that she's not even thinking whether should I even consider this
Yeah,
person
but-
unless she's already
but you gotta
really
think
attracted.
of the other person, right? Like this is very easy to say, but very difficult for people to do. Like to say
Yeah.
to tell someone that I like you is very difficult, right? Because
Yeah,
when
it's
you're in the
scary.
moment of it, your heart's beating,
Yeah.
you're nervous because that's the moment where you get rejected or not,
Yeah.
right? And you're
Well,
telling
But
that
at
person.
least by staying friends, you
Yeah.
kind of like still have that connection. Like, you know what? I'll be honest.
it is
I
the-
did
it-
that like throughout my like entire life.
It is the bad way out,
like,
honestly.
you know, it is a bad way, but you know what? Every guy does it. Oh, well, almost every guy does it. Like, they'll try to be friends. Like, hopefully one day
She will
they'll be more
like,
than just friends.
she will see
One
the
day.
value in me
Yeah,
and like
she'll be
give
like,
me a chance.
yo, this guy's more than just a friend, right?
But I think it's not. Honestly, it's not that good.
yeah, it's the worst,
you know,
worst strategy
yeah,
ever.
it is the most
I've
ineffective
But
strategy.
it's the most common one.
It is because it's the default. It's the easiest
Yeah.
one because it's safe.
because
Right?
I've tried speed dating before, and I've been on dates with multiple
How does
guys.
that work? How does speed dating work? I don't know what it is.
I wrote a post on it. Okay, people, check out my post, speed dating post. Anyways, so like you're given like females and male are given. Okay, so females, I don't remember exactly, but let's say they get an even number, and the male is like a odd number. Okay,
Yeah.
and then you pretty much sit randomly around the room.
Oh, so it's like in those TV shows where they're sitting at a desk.
No,
and then talk
not
for 5
desk.
minutes?
It's like a random lounge or something.
Okay.
But then they'll have like cards. Like, let's say this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D.
Mm-hmm.
You just pretty much every time the bell rings, the guy rotates into like the next letter.
Yes.
So like let's say if the guy's at B, he's gonna C next. Oh yeah, so he's gonna go C next. Like the hard part is sometimes 3 minutes can feel really long if you don't like
Oh, if the
want to
guy's
talk to the
boring?
person,
Yeah.
right? Like you feel like, oh my god, I got nothing to say. But 3 minutes can go by really, really
Yeah.
fast if it's someone that you're really interested in, or like someone you find
That's a
attractive,
pretty good
right?
idea for someone who's shy, who wants to
Yeah.
kind of practice, like how to
Yeah,
get out
it's
there.
good.
That's a
It's
pretty good
good.
idea. 'cause
And
then you meet
also
some
you
different
get
people.
like a lot of like a mixture. Well, usually, huh?
I'm sorry. No, but the thing is, it feels so fake because it seems like you only have
Yeah.
one thing to talk about. You're gonna be having the exact same conversation with every single
No,
girl.
it's
gonna
different.
feel so fake after a
No,
while.
it's
though.
Like
different.
pitching a business.
I'll be like, so I had coffee today.
No,
right?
not like that. You have to be more interested.
You would
Yeah.
you'd be
No,
terrible at
no,
speed
let's
dating,
say
then,
you did
man.
have something interesting to say,
Yeah.
but then it's like the next girl. Are you gonna say the exact same
no,
thing? It'll feel so fake
never
after.
say the same thing.
No, I think how it would be like imagining yourself as someone going to speed dating, right? You
Yeah.
just sit down and you introduce yourself,
Yeah.
and then just be like, or you can just be like, tell me something interesting about yourself, right? You ask the girl like, tell me something interesting about you that I don't know.
No,
you
that's
haven't
too.
told
That's
anyone.
too vague.
You think so?
Yeah, because then they don't know when to start, right? You go like more a little bit more specific. But anyway, speed dating. So I got quite a lot of matches. So then I ended up going on dates with all of them. And
Wow,
they're-
Grace! Wow.
Well, the ones I
Oh,
matched with,
man.
okay.
Oh, man, Grace.
I had 8 matches, okay. So I went on 8
Manslayer
different.
Grace,
No.
man, okay,
So I went on
alright.
like 8 different type of dates with
Yeah.
like different, like these are like guys from different backgrounds or race or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So it was very interesting because I get to see what they're really like, and I noticed this Caucasian guys are very direct, very straight to the point, and they're not afraid of being like making their intentions super clear.
Yeah.
Like-
Do they go like DTF kind of a thing?
They're that kind, yeah, but then
Okay.
they're not afraid to like
Yeah.
tell you, right? They're very like, you know exactly what they want. Whereas the Asian ones are a lot more,
Passive.
it's a lot more hint,
Oh,
and
so
you
have to
don't
work
really
around them.
you don't really know exactly what, like, you know they're interested, but you don't know the level of interest. So like it's like
A lot more games.
not games, but more like let's say after I go on a date with a Caucasian guy, I know exactly he finds me attractive, he wants to go on a date with me, what he wants to do, blah blah blah. Whereas the Asian one is like,
Unanswered questions.
they're not as clear.
Yeah.
Like let's say like, you know, you ask the girl to hang out, right? You might like her, right? But you don't really say you like her. You kind of ask her to hang out. So the girl's like, does he like me or does he just want to hang out with me? Like, you know, there's a lot more like, I'm not really sure what he's thinking. Like, I'm not really, unless he's super clear,
Yeah.
you're not really.
But why
but
does
the thing,
why does that responsibility have to go to the guy? Why can't the girl have that responsibility?
you could, but then the thing is, usually girls are super passive, or they want the guy to make the move. I mean, there are girls who make the move and tell you, but like it's a lot more common or expected of guys to do it.
Yeah, which is kind of a
Unfair.
shitty.
Yeah,
it
it's
is very
unfair.
unfair, but that's another thing.
It's
But
very unfair.
yeah.
But I feel like I don't know, like I feel like these are a lot better for people who want to meet. Like if you don't want to waste time, you go speed dating, you kind of know. Like 3 minutes, you can tell whether you want to see this person again or not. And then over the course of the night, you go through like 20 guys or whatever. You actually maximize a lot of your time because you spend you spend like
Efficiency,
you spend 2 hours. You got to meet 20 guys.
Yeah.
But then and also you only meet them again if both of you match, right? I told you, like, let's say I'm an even number, you're an odd number. So let's say I'm 12, you're 1. 12 checks 1, 1 checks 12. That's the only way.
basically Tinder. You
No,
just
but
both swipe.
but then no, and then like
It's real life twin.
no,
Yeah,
no,
real
no.
life
But
Tinder.
then like I would get your email and you would get mine, and then you can decide whether you would email me.
This is exactly like Tinder.
No, but it's a little bit
Yeah,
more.
but a little bit more because you got to actually engage in
Yeah,
conversation with
it's
them.
not.
It's a
It's not just
slower
like hey, you know.
Tinder.
It's not just like hey, like you know. It's like in person. I feel like you can't be as
Fake.
you know how like some people say really
You can't hide.
inappropriate like pickup lines. I don't think they would do that in person unless they are really that big of a risk taker. Like, you know what I mean? Because you're saying this in her face. Like, do you really have the courage to say exactly what you would say behind a phone when they can't see your face? And also, you hear more emotion because like voice convey emotion,
Yeah,
right?
definitely,
Let's say it's
definitely.
like, how are you today? Great. Like, or great. Like, you know, like the
Yeah.
based on the tone, you can already kind of tell what kind of person they are, right? Yeah, so I feel like I don't know. For me, I'm more of a in-person person, but like some people prefer online because they feel like they can develop.
Yeah, but there's
like-
also like most people, I think, in their early 20s, like most of them just want to just sleep around with each other, right?
Yeah.
That's the thing. That's why they use Tinder. That's why they go on these like quick, fast dates, right?
Yeah.
Because
And speed dating it costs money, so like people are not gonna be as they're more serious about it, and also they tend to be older. Like I would say they're more like mid-20s and up.
I find it's normally people who don't have time because of their work schedule.
Usually, the guys said they don't work with women. They're in like a really like male-dominated field, so they don't see any women. They don't come in contact. So
No, I mean like
they have
there's no time for them
opportunity.
to socialize outside to meet other people.
No, but they could
That's
just
why
do
there's a
online,
service.
right?
Yeah.
So you don't really need to go speed dating. They just some people want to save time. So yeah. Okay, my last tip was SSI. Like your text should be SSI, and I came up with
what is SSI? Please explain what this ridiculous.
SSI is something I made up. It's called short, simple. I mean, it stands for short, sincere. Sorry.
You don't even know what SSI is.
Short.
This I will tell you
no,
guys
no,
what
no.
SSI
Short,
is.
sincere, and impactful. And I said, like, when you text someone, you should use the PP rule. And what's the PP rule?
I don't know what this PP rule is too.
Playful and planning. If you're gonna text someone, either plan to see when to see them again, or like be playful, like flirt around. Like don't write her like your life story, or like tell her how miserable your day was, or like like every text you send should have a purpose, and it should actually have evoked something. Like there's something come out of it. Like I say, don't say hi, don't say what's up, don't say stuff like hey, because like it doesn't really help progress the relationship into anything. A girl looking at that's not gonna suddenly feel like, oh, I feel like I like him even more.
Is this for
Text.
like people just first meeting, like longtime friends, and then they kind of want to
Yes, that's
transition?
very
Like
important.
what is the scenario here?
If you're interested in her
Okay,
and you
so
want to
just in
pursue
general.
her,
Yeah. Okay.
like sending her what's up, it's not gonna give you any like.
Then how would you say we would greet her? Like if we were just initializing.
If
a
you
chat.
just want to start a conversation, okay, maybe like you found a really funny picture on like 9gag or whatever, send it to her and like show her something like a meme or like something, or like think of something funny, or I don't know, like just don't say hey. Cause like when a person say, like you can say hey if you see
You
her
gotta
in
just
real
add
life.
many Y's, though. You gotta make sure you
Yeah,
add
no,
the Y's.
no, like if you see her in real life, you can say hey, right? Because they can see you, they can hear your tone. But when you just text someone hey, they'll be like, okay, like are you gonna say anything more? Like they won't react unless maybe if she's like totally in love with you, then maybe oh my god he texted me, yay! But like like
What if you put a hey and a smiley face?
it depends. If she likes you, she will be okay with it. But
Yeah,
if
but the thing is, if she likes you already, we don't need any
'cause-
tips or any helps or anybody.
Because like I've had like a lot of experiences just chatting with girls online, right? Like even ones I've met before. Normally those like starting as hey, just to initialize is normally fine, and then we just talk about it or whatever. But it comes to a halt when you start saying stuff like okay or I see. That would just kill
when
the
they KK you, like
yeah, like,
KK
kind of like a
dots,
response that
damn done.
doesn't really need a response back from them.
Yeah.
Stuff like that will kill it.
And,
Only
and
hey-
on the flip side too, I use this app called Bumble, and it's pretty much like Tinder. The only difference is that once you do match, the girl has to initiate the conversation. You can't even send a message to the girl until they send you a message
Oh, that's
first.
good. That's nice.
And every message that I've got was, hey.
they're
I'm
so
like,
lazy.
How many Y's are there in the hey? Just
Oh
one?
my God.
Just one.
Just one?
And I'm
Oh,
like-
man.
I'm like, come on. You know how hard it is for
'Cause if
a
that's the
guy
case,
to do
the-
this shit?
Because if that's the case, the
And
guy
you know
might as well
I'm gonna
just say
reply to you.
yes to all of them.
Yeah.
If the
But
girl
I
has to
don't
say
know.
hi,
Like if like I said, right, my friend got 900 messages. If you just send hey, honestly you're not gonna get a reply. Why would she reply to your hey when she has another
Well, what is your friend looking for?
three-
Is your friend looking for a
No,
relationship?
she wanted
Is
to
she
find
what?
something serious. Like, she actually found like, a really serious guy.
Oh, that's good.
But anyway, the thing is, if you're gonna send a hey, you're not gonna get a reply because there's like another 300 people that sent the same thing. Why would she reply to your hey? Like, why would your hey stand out amongst the
yeah,
other
that
300?
does make sense. Because when I was trying to help someone, like they got a long time relationship, kind of serious. So I'm like, let's set up a Tinder account for it and see what happens, right? And like I tried all of them, whatever. Like East meets East or whatever. So, but they're too lazy to do it, I guess, because they're not tech savvy or something. So I'll just have some fun and start like messaging all the girls I can find, and like try to find just write a little blurb, so it's something not as insignificant as hey, but nothing that make me sound too thirsty. I'll just copy and paste. And do it.
Oh my god, she's terrible, man.
Better than hate.
Is that so? If you weren't married and you were single right now, is that your strategy, Wayne?
Yes.
You just copy and paste something.
I'd be doing it right now if that was the case.
Oh wow. Wow.
Because you know what? Because I am older than you guys. But you know what? Actually, no, it doesn't make sense. A lot of people my age still does it. But like, because when I was younger, I didn't have access to these technology. Because you know what? When I was in high school, internet was still it's not something that was accessible for everyone. If you want internet, you might have to go to a school library. But I'm pretty sure it'll be blocked Tinder will be blocked on the school's computer, right? So it's like back then we had ICQ, we had MSN, we had Asian Avenue.
Yeah, I remember that.
You were?
I had Asian Avenue.
Yeah, I had Asian Avenue too.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa, you
How old were you?
How old am I?
No, at the time when you had Asian, because I was in high school when I had to use Asian Avenue.
I was probably 12.
But it was a horrible.
I was too
horrible
whitewashed
page.
for that.
Asian Avenue.
I
That's
had
how
Asian
you
Avenue.
you have to go to the person's page that you like.
Yeah.
And then,
Yeah.
like,
And then you just based on how many pictures they have and what kind of music they post, and then you decide if you want
It was
to
just
sign their
all,
guest book.
It was just
Yeah.
all Linkin Park music and
And there was also
minor.
Friendster.
I never used.
I never
Friendster.
used Friendster too.
Yeah, a lot of them try to like disguise as saying it's to meet up with friends or whatever, but they all end up being dating apps.
Yeah, basically.
Oh,
Yeah, that's how I actually. I think I was 14 when I heard that someone I knew met someone else through Friendster. I was like, whoa, that's so weird, kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Seems so sketchy back then.
Yeah.
Friendster seemed legit until Facebook came around. Like, who uses Friendster anymore?
I don't know. But yeah, I don't know. For me, I just think like, I just want to increase, like, the purpose of my post was to give a guy a better chance. So like, if he's gonna send a text, send
it
something
meaningful.
like I mentioned in my post, like something like I want to spend time with you.
Are
right?
you trying to help guys?
Trying to help.
But which kind of guys? The ones that are looking for relationships, or the ones that are just looking for fun?
Well, I feel like the ones that are looking for, basically help guys in general. But I mean like the guys who are, I guess, tend to be a little bit more serious. Like that's why my example is like, I want to spend time with you. Like a text like that. If a girl gets that, number one, she already knows that means you like her. Because it's clear that you don't like see her as a friend. Like, I mean, you could, but then it's more intimate,
But that's
right?
like that's a little too much. You know what I mean?
Oh,
You
it
gotta,
depends.
like, yeah,
Obviously, you
gotta,
have to know that he kind of likes you too. You don't just send this like right off the bat. She's gonna find you a creep. But I mean, like, let's say you've been talking for a while or whatever, right? Like, you kind of want to be a little bit more clear so she's not that confused. Because if she doesn't really know whether you like her or not, usually girls assume that you don't, unless you prove her otherwise.
Yeah, dating now is like it's just totally. I don't
It's
know.
really different from back then.
Well, you should like message someone on Tinder and be like, "I want you to have my babies."
I never actually used Tinder at all. I don't.
I never used that.
I never
Tinder
had it
either.
installed. Or
I still don't
anything.
know how it works. I just hear about people swiping right. I don't really know what that means.
Yeah.
Swipe right means you like the picture, I think. And if you swipe left, it means you decline. I think. I've never used it, but I heard.
You know what's funny? So there's Tinder, which is kind of disguised as meet up people to see if you guys connect, but really it's just a hookup app. Then there's Grinder.
For gay people, right?
Yeah, but it's straight up hookup.
Oh.
Cause like when like I had my buddy like was showing me like some of the
Text.
the descriptions, right? And they'll be the wildest descriptions. It'll be like,
Oh man.
my door's unlocked, just walk right in. I'll be like wearing this, and they'll have a picture of them wearing it, like of what are some like
Oh, wow.
scandalous stuff. I was like, why'd you show me this?
Wow.
It was,
Oh my god, scarring to you.
but oh man,
Anyways, in regards to your last point, I don't know why, but when I was reading it, it kind of made me think of this thing I was talking to a friend about the other day, where it was talking about how the quality or the quantity of doing something can cheapen like a certain experience, and it kind of transitioned to it's a good segue into our next topic of Valentine's Day, where the quality of a gift or the quantity of a gift can cheapen the gift itself.
Yeah. I
So,
think
for example, I had this discussion because I had a friend's birthday coming up, and I was like, "Oh, what should we get him?" And we're like, "Oh, maybe some Japanese cheesecake." I'm not gonna say from where because it's not gonna sponsor us, but I was like, okay, so what should I get? Like, should I get one of them, two of them, whatever, blah, blah, blah. And they're like, get one. I was like, oh, but there's, like, a lot of people, and one of them is definitely not gonna, like, feed enough people. And they're like, yeah, but if you get two, it cheapens the gift.
I never thought about but yeah, I guess so. It kind of feels like you're a
yeah.
supplier now.
Yeah, so I was like, oh shit, I never really thought about it that way, right? I'm thinking about it in a way that's like, I just want to make sure that you guys have enough. Even though this cake is only $10 anyways, it's like, it's already cheap. Like, how can I make it any more cheap?
Because it's
by
no longer
getting more,
special, right?
right? But then they're like, no, get just the one. I was like, oh shit, that's pretty interesting. But I don't know, in regards to like Valentine's Days, best and worst gifts and stuff like that, have you had any experiences with those kind of things, like getting a terrible gift, or maybe you got somebody a terrible gift, or heard about anything, or maybe even a really good gift?
I don't think I've ever received a gift. Like, I remember giving gifts. I don't think I've ever received it.
I think as a guy, we kind of like get fucked.
Yeah, it seemed like it was very one way. That's my experience.
That's why they have the in Asia they have the other one where the girls give the guys a gift.
Yeah, I think it's
Singles
like
Day?
March 14th.
No, it's
It's
like
a White Day or something.
yeah, it's some other day, but
I know there's a Singles Day, November 11th.
that's different.
Yeah,
It's not like Remembrance Day.
not.
It is Remembrance Day.
It is Remembrance Day, but because it's 1111.
Oh.
So it's for
Oh, so
single.
you mean you're forever alone? Because
Yeah.
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 Okay.
I don't really remember getting any gifts too, but
Yeah, it's very one side. Grace, what
I feel
have
like
you received?
anything that is handmade to me means so much more.
there's so much work. Making
It's a
something
lot of work, but it
handmade.
means
My God.
it makes so much. Like if when a friend, like, like let's say he bakes for me or cooks for me or like makes me like something, anything. Like
I did that a lot,
I just
actually.
feel like it's a lot more. Like to me, it shows so much more. Like he cares so much more.
Even
And
if it tastes bad?
if he tries,
Would
But,
you eat it still, or would you be like, I really appreciate it, but it's really bad?
I wouldn't say it's really. I feel like it depends on the girl too, because some girls they think that stuff is useless. They rather have materialistic things.
Yeah.
Like let's say, give me like a phone or give me like a bag, right? Because to
God, I
them
hate
that
those
is
people.
no.
My
'cause
God.
To them, it's like at least I can use it, and I feel like it means
Practical.
Yeah.
Something practical.
Yeah, whereas like let's say if like for me, like let's say I like composing songs or like writing raps, but then some people don't appreciate. Some people think it's like so stupid, or like it's like it doesn't really do anything, I guess. Like, like writing me a song. Well, I don't want a song. I'd rather you buy me like a something. Right?
That's where
So-
Johnson failed.
No,
You
I
kind of just ruined my youth. Because when I was in high school for like Valentine's Day, or those like 1 month, 6 months, 1 year
Anniversary?
anniversaries, because what I did was I folded stars and put it in a jar.
that's so
Oh,
sweet.
I've seen people do that before.
I think that's pretty sweet.
Have you done it, Billy?
No, I've never done it.
Clearly, you're not sweet.
I do not give a crap. I don't have that much effort to care
Hey,
that much.
at least I didn't do this. I knew another guy. He did I think he did the exact same thing, but on each strip of star,
He wrote
something.
Holy shit.
Oh,
I'm like,
Oh,
That's
are you
so much
expecting her
work.
to destroy her gift? Like, she'll
No,
have to
but-
like. Well,
it's
sorry.
the meaning behind it, right?
Yeah, it's so
But she
sweet.
doesn't know. She doesn't know there's something inside, like written inside.
Well,
No,
once he
he'll
tells
have
her-
to tell her.
Yeah, he has to
like
tell her,
every
man.
day,
Well, that
like
just
you know,
ruins it.
every day just open it up and read one, and then like what, like let's say like I've done this with my female friends where we would make gifts for each other and like, let's say like what we like about each other, right? And like you write down the qualities you like about them, but
That's
like it's
so
You
much
it's like
guys are lame.
yeah, and
Oh
like
my
in
God.
like a scroll format.
I don't know why. It
and,
just
like,
feels like it's very.
Self-esteem
It's
is
like you
so
write
low.
one thing, but actually means something else. Like those catty type of stuff. Is like you kind of compliment someone,
yeah,
and then
yeah.
behind there's actually a
A
really
lot of girls
bad
do that where they compliment
meaning.
each other. They're like,
yeah,
oh,
like to compliment each other.
It's like, oh, you look great in that dress. Is like in reality, she's actually saying you look like a hoe.
No,
That's what I'm thinking. But I'm
No.
sure you guys have the best
Yeah.
intentions.
it's like where they like it's like oh, you look really nice in that short dress. They add like a thing to it that makes it like kind of an insult, but not really. You compliment them and insult them at the same time.
I don't
Like a
think-
compliment?
It depends
Is
on
that
the
what it's
girl.
called?
I don't
Yeah.
think it.
No, not all girls do
yeah.
it, but I know some girls who do that, and it's really annoying when I hear this. I'm just like, what's wrong with you? Why don't you just be nice to each other?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think definitely the gift giving for guys is a lot more that direction, and I don't think I've ever given someone a gift that it feels like it's less because of that, because of how many times I gave it right.
Wait, so what would you want to get if you?
What would I want to get?
Yeah.
I
If you're a
would-
girl.
I would like to get
No,
nothing.
not girl. If
Oh.
you're a guy, if like, what kind of gift would you want a girl to get you? If
So my mentality with gifts is that I don't like stuff, because if I want stuff, I can get stuff
Yeah,
myself.
yeah, yeah.
So I like to just have an experience, right? So for
BJ?
me,
oh my god,
no. So like, it would be like
What else is it?
no, it would be
he
like
meant like a trip experience, okay?
Yeah.
Jeez, holy shit, still
Billy's
inappropriate.
face is just red.
oh man,
Oh my god.
yeah. So it would be like try something that I've never tried, like find something I don't know, because I really like there was a period of time where I really like doing Groupon. Yeah, but there was a period of time where I really like doing the like Groupon stuff, right?
Yeah.
Because Groupon, you click on the like outdoorsy stuff,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, you can go kayaking, you go paddleboard, like you do like dog sledding, you do
I
all
love
these
Groupon.
random stuff that people would never try to do, right?
But you have
Yeah.
to make sure that you can swim and she's comfortable with that too. Usually, if she doesn't feel comfortable in that environment, she's not gonna suggest it or anything.
Yeah, but then that's up to
Yeah.
her to choose something for me, right? But
Yeah.
that like gift giving wise, I think like a lot of guys, I don't know, they don't need stuff. Right, most people just don't need stuff. Girls, guys, we don't need stuff. We don't need another necklace. We don't need another bag.
I would like a necklace, Billy.
You want a necklace?
Yes, I do.
I'll give you one made of rocks for that.
What about you, Dan? What would you like as a gift?
Same thing as Billy. Like, there's nothing that I really want. It's more so the experience as well too. I had a conversation about this with somebody as well and what they said was that they had a conversation with their boss, and their boss says like, I go to work, I bring home the money, I cook, I clean, and everything like that. I do all this stuff just so that my wife can say at the end of the day, I'm the luckiest woman in the world. And that's all a guy really needs. Like, they just want some sort of acknowledgement that they're doing whatever they can to make their woman happy, right? Whereas, like, the women always needs more and more shit. And it's just like, what the fuck are you giving to the guy?
I think that's you're dating the wrong girl. Then if that's what you feel, like you gotta find a person that like treats you with respect, right? Because there's a lot of people out there that like younger like people like are in that zone where they just give and receive, right? That's like what their exchange of what it means to be in a relationship, right? But as you get older, it's no longer just give and receive, right? You just share. It feels like that, right? It goes from giving, and then I want something back, give something to you, I want something back, right? To just then just doing stuff like for them, and then they do stuff for you without even asking, right? And I think that's where your boss is probably at, because he sounds like he's older.
Not my boss, my friend.
Your friend's boss? Yeah, sorry.
Wait,
your
what
friend's
about
boss.
Wayne? What do you want?
Well, I guess I'm like in the same shoes as that. I guess what's the word? Is this chauvinistic
I don't
in
know.
a sense? Because like same. It's like I don't really need anything. It's like I would like to buy her stuff just to make her happy. Like whatever. Not like if she needs like something very expensive, I'm not gonna buy that. I'm like if she says she wants a car, I'm like no, I'm not gonna buy you a car. I
Right.
just want to like something that makes her happy.
I find
And then if I can make her happy, then I'm happy. That's all it comes down to. Like if she wants to like have a nice dinner, like if she wants me to cook her dinner, then I'll try to do that, right? Like whatever I can do.
I find guys are sometimes they're so simple-minded. Like
You are simple.
no, I
You
mean
just
like,
called her a
no,
caveman.
No, I mean like okay, because there was one time this guy was pursuing me, and then he took me to karaoke with his friend.
Can you sing?
No, the thing is, none of them sang. I was the only one singing. I'm like, why are we going to karaoke if
That
none
is
of
a
you?
very like what
No,
the shit.
I'm like, why are we going karaoke if you're not singing, your friend's not singing, and your friend's girlfriend's not singing?
Yeah, just go
and
to a
he's
lounge,
like,
right?
no, and he's like, because you like to sing, because it makes you happy. And I'm like,
I think if I was the guy, I would just take you alone to karaoke, not with a whole bunch of people for you to perform for.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
It seems kind of silly. Like this guy didn't think it through. He's like,
but I guess
she likes A. I'm gonna give her A, but there's consequences of like 50 other things.
No,
like,
no.
I didn't think of that. Oh shit.
I think guys, they just want to make the girl happy, and I don't know, does it give you like a sense of like, oh, I'm doing a really good job, kind of thing?
It's
or?
like that saying, happy wife, happy life, right? But it's like, as we say that, it's almost as though because girls know it, they keep wanting more to be happy.
I think it depends on the girl. I feel like it
Yeah,
really.
It
I
does
think
depend on
Dan,
the
you
girl.
have
Like-
had some very bad experiences.
It does
and your
depend on the girl.
hair
but,
Yeah.
view has been very skewed.
Like, cause like for me personally, like I would think it's such a waste of money if a guy bought me like a bag that costs like let's say $10,000. Like, what the hell? Like, well, I wouldn't say what the hell, but I'll be like, yo, I'd rather go on a trip with you with that money. We
Yeah.
could go like on a cruise for how many days? Like, what am I gonna do with a freaking like? I don't know. I don't see like even for rings and stuff. Like, I feel like such a waste.
Oh my
Like, I
God.
feel like you're showing off. That's the only thing you can do. Like, it can't do anything.
I try to explain to people.
Can't
like,
do
this is
anything with
ridiculous.
it.
Why
Like-
do people need rings?
like the only reason I feel like people like, oh, my ring costs like 5,000 or whatever, but I'm like, what can you do with it? I'd rather have a piano. I want a piano. I want to play music.
Yeah.
What am I gonna do with a 5,000 or like a million? I don't know.
But at
Whatever
the same
ring,
time,
right?
people like want to stick with tradition,
I know.
right? Because like what they say, a ring's supposed to be equivalent to 3 months.
Salary.
That's called advertising.
But
I
that's
hope
a
you know
tradition that's not even 100 years old yet.
Yeah, that's called
Wow.
marketing and advertising.
No, but I'm just saying because everyone's been so used to that.
Yeah.
You just want to follow it because they don't know whatever, like any other route to go with.
I feel like that
Like,
that
if you really
needs-
want to follow tradition, I'm gonna give you a fucking goat.
Yeah, I feel like that whole ring thing needs to be like analyzed a bit more because that is so bad. Like that. The
But I
whole
guess
marketing
it's
strategy
really,
works so
really
well.
bad too if like a girl expects it.
Yes,
Like, if
I
a
know,
girl
I know someone like that.
Expects
Can't
like,
say
oh, the ring you get me has to be 3 months
Yeah.
worth of your salary. To me, I'm like, oh my god, like, I don't know. I just think it's a waste of money.
It
but
is.
But you know, I really like. I like it when girls, they express that that's not what they want, but you still give it to them because that's what you want to do.
So you're saying reverse psychology works
Yes.
on you?
Yes.
That's like,
No,
my
but-
God.
No, but like, let's say if they genuinely, they'll say to you, you don't need something that expensive, but then you kind of feel like she's the most wonderful woman in your life, and you want to do something for her,
Exactly.
right?
That's
So-
terrible.
No, but that's
That's
the way of
capitalism
thinking, right?
at its best, man. This is just terrible. Because this is what I would do, all right? If someone's like, I don't want a ring, I'm like, cool. That's good. You know what we'll get? A bigger house. That sounds like a better thing to do.
Yes, yes, but like
That's
rather than
practical.
spending like maybe $5,000 on a ring, you can maybe spend like $1,000 on a ring and put more money into a house, right? You can still get her something.
Yeah. Like, the something is, like, okay, but the expectation of it being grand for no reason, just other than being grand,
Right,
is
right.
kind of silly.
Exactly.
Do you expect a big ring, Grace?
I think it's a waste of money. I'd rather buy me a piano instead, okay?
So Grace wants pianos. All right.
She's like they walk
Or
up
like
to the
I'd rather
altar.
go on a trip together. Like if like you know, like I just think it's such a waste.
What do you-
I mean, I don't think. I mean, having no ring is kind of sad too, because then it's like, oh my god, that guy doesn't even care to give me a ring.
Yeah.
But if he's gonna get me a ring, I don't really need like. I'm not gonna be able to. I can't even tell between a real or fake diamond, honestly. If it looks bling bling, it looks
Yeah.
bling bling, right? Like you tell me it's real, okay. You tell me it's fake, okay. I can't really tell. I don't know. I just don't. I'm not very materialistic. I would say I'm very like. I like nice stuff, but I just
You don't need it.
find it a waste of money.
Yeah.
And I
think-
just feel like it doesn't make me feel any better. Like, I guess because to me, I don't see the value.
Yeah, most
Whereas-
people I think grow out of that. Like when you're younger, you see your friends having it, right? And once you kind of, unless your friends all still kind of do the same thing, then you kind of still want to up them, right? But once your friends kind of all settle down and all relax and realize that, hey, I don't need this like $1,000 bag here and another $1,000 bag over here, right?
Yeah, I don't know, but it really depends on the girl. So you have to know the girl well. Like you have to know your. It's pretty much like know your customer, know your girlfriend, or know your wife or whatever.
All right, guys, thanks for listening today. Please follow us on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, whatever. We'll put everything in the links below. And remember, you can download the links or download the full podcast at archive.org. We will put the links for that. And I would like to thank Grace for coming in today. So please, where can people find you?
Go on my blog at liveandlearn88.com and check out all my posts. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me.
Thank you.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for coming. Peace.
See ya.